Hello everybody, this is Shahriyar Shahid and you're watching your favorite program, All of Your Business. In All of Your Business, we talk about your favorite topics about economy. And without further delay, let's talk to our guest, Mr. Mehtab Haider. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you, sir?
I am fine.
Thank you for joining us, sir. Sir, my first question to you is that there are reports that inflation is set to accelerate in November because of the rising food prices. Sir, what are we expecting?
Actually, because of the food prices, we have seen pressure on inflationary numbers. But I think in the next few months period, inflation will remain hovering around within the range of 5 to 7% band.
Right.
So I don't expect that there will be any further surge in overall inflationary pressure. But keeping in view this high trend and keeping in view the current account surplus turning into deficit, we shouldn't expect that there should be any further decrease in the policy rate in the next couple of months.
Right.
So this is the scenario which is emerging right at the moment. There is some slight pressure on food prices, but I don't think that it will result into a massive hike in inflationary pressure. Overall, inflation will remain on average in the range of 5 to 7%.
So, sir, what I'm hearing is our audience should remain calm.
Yes, food prices, there are some pressures
Right.
because of the closure of borders, as well as some pressures on the food prices and the domestic food prices because of the floods.
Right.
So this pressure will continue to persist in these months or weeks. But overall, inflationary pressure, I don't see any upsurge
Right.
unprecedentedly.
Right. Sir, do you think the used cars import they have been surged? Do you think they can threaten Pakistan's auto industry future?
Actually, at the moment, the used car import is hovering around 30 to 40 million dollars per month. And there are some estimations which shows that it might increase to $100 per month, $100 million per month. So auto sector, the domestic auto sector is complaining about it. But I think there are some reports that the Minister for Finance has assured them that the tariff rationalization plan will continue, but keeping in view the specific of certain sectors, they will take review of these policies.
Right.
So I can give you a burning news that in coming weeks, there is expected that the summary which was deferred by the ACC, and the ECC had instructed the relevant ministries to review the situation and come back with the fresh summary. In coming weeks or in coming ECC meetings, it is expected that the Ministry of Commerce is going to table the fresh summary before the ECC regarding the import policy related to personal baggage, gift schemes, and transfer of residence.
Right. Sir, in simple words, can you tell us what this summary is about in simpler words for the
In
audience
simpler words,
understanding?
the government plans to place some stringent measures on import of these three different schemes. But let's see what the ECC decides. Because earlier, when the Ministry of Commerce has tabled a summary around a month back,
Right.
the ECC didn't take any decision and referred it back to the Ministry of Commerce.
Right. Sir, my next question is a bit stressful question. And if I say a word, you'll understand that. My question is about the circular debt. Sir, Pakistan's power sector circular debt is reported to surge by rupees 735 billion this year. So, what are your thoughts about it?
Actually, circular debt means that the cost of generation and the recovery is mismatched. And when there will be mismatch, it will result into increasing the circular debt. Although the government has taken certain measures, but keeping in view the losses incurred by the DISCOs, the power distribution companies, this kind of surge will continue to persist until and unless we generate the electricity at the price on which we generate, we are going to able the full recovery. So when there is a mismatch, there will be resulting into increasing the circular debt, and this circular debt will be increasing in next few years until and unless we ensure the full recovery of the cost generation. And there is another issue. Because of the solarization, there is another problem for the power sector. The problem of the power sector is that the consumption of electricity from the national grid is decreasing. It also poses challenging situation for the electricity sector and the power sector of Pakistan.
Sir, does this mean that we can see the surge in electricity prices as well in the future?
It depends. Actually, there is a need to decrease the prices of electricity so that the consumption can be increased. That's why the government has come up by unveiling certain packages where they have allowed decrease in electricity prices on incremental basis. If any industry is going to increase its electricity usage, their prices will be reduced. So the government, and it is the right policy, because if the government is going to increase the prices, it will further decrease the consumption.
Right.
And we are paying the capacity charges of around 1.7 trillion during this ongoing financial year,
Which is huge.
which is huge. What is the capacity payment? Capacity payment, that electricity is being generated by the power producers. If we use it or not, the government of Pakistan will have to pay them. This is the capacity repayment, and this capacity repayment is eroding the power sector in totality. So there is a need to give impetus or boost up the electricity consumption, because when we will increase the consumption, the government will be able to generate revenues. So this is the classic problem of the power sector.
Right. Sir, my next question to you is regarding the gold sector. We talked earlier in the podcast that the gold prices are surging or maybe declining, and people were in the social media were referring the silver as the new gold, as a replacement of the gold. Now, the Competition Commission of Pakistan has called for regulatory structure for the gold sector. So, what does this mean in simpler words, and what it could bring to the table?
Actually, Competition Commission of Pakistan has come up with a study which was conducted recently, and they have come up with the solution that there is a need to put in place a regulatory framework so that it can be regulated properly. For instance, we have imposed ban on import of gold, but we will have to waive it off after a few months period, because we have witnessed that earlier there was some apprehensions that gold is being smuggled into Pakistan and then re-smuggled out of Pakistan. So after analyzing the whole situation, we have removed the ban. But there is a need of a regulator. Regulator means that sector can be developed where there will be a justified profits for all. There will be allow of imports, and Pakistani jewelers can bring in their value addition and then re-export it. So there is a need of proper regulations. So keeping in view, I think Competition Commission of Pakistan has come up with the solution,
Right.
and the solution lies that there should be a certainty in the policies, and then there should be a regulator to regulate the whole sector.
An evidence-based analysis.
Of course, when there will be evidence-based analysis, then they will be able to put in place the right kind of policies.
Thank you so much, sir.
Always welcome.
This was all for today. If you want to know more about economy with our expert Mr. Mehtab Haider, do let us know in the comments what you want us to discuss. Till then, keep watching All of Your Business. Thank you very much.